One of the more enduring heroes of modern literature and film has been Zorro, one of a skilled fighter who strives to overcome the unfair oppression of the people by a tyrant, is an easy one for fans to identify with. His heroic pose consists of rearing on his horse, Tornado, often saluting with his hand or raising his sword high. Zorro, the Fox, is a fictional character created in 1919 by American pulp writer Johnston McCulley, appearing in works set in the Pueblo of Los Angeles in Alta California. He is typically portrayed as a dashing masked vigilante that defends the commoners and indigenous peoples of California against corrupt and tyrannical officials and other villains. Zorro is the secret identity of Don Diego de la Vega, a young man who is the only son of Don Alejandro de la Vega, the wealthiest landowner in California. Diego learned his swordsmanship while at university in Spain and created his masked alter ego after he was unexpectedly summoned home by his father because California had fallen into the hands of an oppressive dictator. Diego lives in a vast hacienda, which contains many secret passages and tunnels leading to a secret cave that serves as headquarters for Zorro's operations and as Tornado's hiding place, his trusty steed being a black horse called Tornado. To divert suspicion about his identity, Diego hides his fighting abilities while pretending to be a coward. Zorro has a high bounty on his head but is too skilled and cunning for the bumbling authorities to catch, and he also delights in publicly humiliating them. Because of this, the townspeople started calling him El Zorro, because of his fox-like cunning and charm. Zorro is an acrobat and an expert in various weapons. We need your support by subscribing and liking and sharing the video to continue producing your favorite content, and please comment about the content that you like to be produced. His favored weapon is a rapier, which he also uses to often leave his distinctive mark, a Z cut with 3 quick strokes, on his defeated foes and other objects to sign his work. He also uses other weapons, including a bullwhip and a pistol. Zorro is the inspiration for some of the best superheroes. Batman creator Bob Kane was a fan of it, and Bruce Wayne's parents are murdered the night they go to the theater to see Mark Fairbanks' Zorro, and Batman wears a mask and cape like Zorro, and his Batmobile is kept in the basement, just as Tornado is in Zorro, California. Over 40 Zorro-titled films were made over the years, including The Mark of Zorro, the 1940 classic starring Tyrone Power and Basil Rathbone. The character was also featured in 10 TV series, the most famous being the Disney-produced Zorro series of 1957-59, starring Guy Williams. The latest movies and series made about Zorro are The Mask of Zorro, 1998, The Legend of Zorro, 2005, and Zorro, a 2024 Spanish TV series. The Mask of Zorro, 1998, with Anthony Hopkins as an aged Don Diego de la Vega and Antonio Banderas as Alejandro Murrieta, a misfit outlaw, cowboy who is trained to become the next Zorro, with Alejandro eventually marrying Diego's daughter Elena, Catherine Zeta-Jones. The Legend of Zorro, 2005, the sequel to 1998's The Mask of Zorro, again starring Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Zorro, a 2024 Spanish TV series, Jorge Saavedra and José Luis Alegría with Miguel Bernardo cast in the lead, along with Renata Nobny. We need your support by subscribing and liking and sharing the video to continue producing your favorite content, and please comment about the content that you like to be produced.